So, I'm making a YouTube vid, and I was swearing in the last one, so I'll have to redo it. I have to correct my speech. I already know that in general I should just not get used to using swear words because it fills into ums and uhs, and it's an expression of perturbance that if I avoid even the word, it's like, what, who's it, what, how could this happen? What in the heck? I am so confused. Something like that, like, or angry or distressed. And the language that we use is so important to our mood. Like, whether or not it's like things are good, things are alright, we're doing well, like, keeping it positive to some degree is important in so much as what we say and what we plant in our brain transforms into new thoughts and expands as time goes on. So if I'm like, this is great, I'm sitting here fasting, um, I didn't go out on a run, but I do get to sit here and make videos. I still got plenty of other things to do. I'm tried writing, and that was a good go, and I tried doing that, and I didn't really get to the point that I thought that it would be sufficient as a replacement for the running, but it's still like I'm trying. I'm mostly doing nothing. Like, I'm making progress in the sense of I'm not derailing myself with bad content or something like that. I'm not consuming, I'm not doom scrolling, I'm not doing any of that. And so, at the very least, I'm getting more prepared for to get excited for the self improvement things that I want to do. Yoga, meditation, running, sprinting, walking, writing, reading, thankfulness, journaling. Ooh, and Gotta get rid of the ums, the uhs. Make my speech more clear. Be okay with the pauses. Be okay with the gap. Be okay with something not going on. And anybody who's going to be enjoying these sorts of videos, like, they're probably also not going to be too worried about like a few seconds of dead time, hang time. I want to say this really sucks because I can't edit it, and I suppose I could scrub it. I could do YouTube editing with an app. I just don't really have the knowledge and the know-how right now. What's the best way to access editing and how to do it and go about it with a phone? Um, uh, but I don't know. Yeah, like, it sucks actually, like, living here. I don't like it. I got neighbors that like my neighbor just called me creepy from over that yay direction. And it's little bullshit like that. It's like, it's totally unnecessary. It distracts me for no reason. It's like, why can't they just be neutral and leave me alone if they really want nothing to do with me? I went over there once, and I guess it didn't really go well for the other end. I thought it was enjoyable. I thought it was nice, but wasn't back and forth. And now I made a mistake. I shouldn't have gone over, actually. Honestly, I shouldn't have gone over because now there's a hatred that didn't exist before. Um, I don't know what that hatred is for. I don't know exactly why, but there's just a hatred. Like, I just sit around here. If I sit here, I cannot meditate normally. I at some point, like, I have to speak up for myself and correct certain thoughts that get incepted into my mind. Um, I can't just sit down, like, very judgmental, very, like, just, like, judging me like I'm someone so important in their life. Um, in a negative way, in an infamous way, but still, it's like, it's actually annoying, the negative attention. I don't like it. I'd rather just them leave me alone completely and not try to ruin my day for whatever reason. I don't know why. It's like what drives people to be bullies and mean. It's like the basic rundown of it is they don't feel happy with their life, or they feel bad or inferior in some way in themselves, and then they just want to spread that, and like they feel better if they try to make me feel bad or feel self-hatred or whatever it be. And it's sort of this feedback loop. Like if you go around and you insult people, then when you're alone, you turn on yourself. Like how you treat other people and how you treat yourself isn't so different. There isn't that big of a gap between the thoughts about myself and the thoughts about another person. And which is, like, I think one of the fatal causes of why a lot of people fail in life, like why they fail to achieve their goals, is because they're just so harsh and mean, and they're competitive, and they're just like trying to, like, competition isn't bad, but unfair manipulation is. And so manipulation being I'm trying to manipulate you or bring a bad deal where you lose and I win. And it certainly, yeah, it gets under my skin sometimes. I'm generally a pretty calm and stoic individual, and I usually keep it together, but I also like to not ignore my emotions. Like, things that would be traumatic for me to someone else for months and months, I just deal with it, and I allow myself to open up to my emotions. And I'll just cry if I need to cry, or I'll just feel sad, or I'll just be whiny if I want to be whiny, or I'll just be I'll allow my emotions to vent out and then process them, and then it's like have an emotional outburst and then move on really rapidly comparatively. I think that's one of the benefits. But men are supposed to be competitive and all that. But competing with people that don't have anything to do with each other just seems so silly. It's like if I do well in the world or if I do bad, it doesn't affect them. But at least not in any serious, long term, direct way that's ascribable to anybody directly in any immediate fashion. Um, so, yeah, I'm just living here trying to make videos. Battery's out. I'll upload this and I'll make another one in a little bit. And I think we're going to spend the day fasting and making videos and getting used to talking on camera.